I prefer horse feathers in my horse sense. Oh, Wilbur, why you trotting around this trollop?
No such thing as a traffic problem. The speed limit fixed at trotting pace.
And it also had a
when
poop
Grandpa
problem.
got tired of driving, all he had to do was tie the reins around the whip socket and give old Maud her head.
Ew, this is too
Then came
sexual.
the dawn of the motor age.
At least this guy's
The
wearing
horse was
protection.
transformed into horsepower and imprisoned under a shiny hood. Of course, these early
Gee, I
horseless
can't imagine how
carriages
fast
were
you'd be
anything
thrown
but
out of that
presentable.
thing if they crashed.
And when two of these ancient gas buggies met, there was a traffic
Oh my
problem.
God, it's the apocalypse!
Only
Jesus
steelers
told me
and
about this in the
burning jet could
Revelation!
avoid disaster, for even under the most fortunate circumstances, guiding these
well, that
temperamental
animal's
mechanical
dead.
grasshoppers was as much a matter of luck as skill.
Please tell me
The
this is
rugged
going to be
lanes
blood
of
on
a
the
generation
asphalt,
ago are now
1920s
smooth
version.
ribbons of concrete, bringing once distant cities within a few short hours.
Look at all these wipes we're
Linking the nation
using.
together
It's
with
almost
the greatest
creative.
highway transportation system in the world. American highway builders have done their work
Oh,
well.
man, you must not
conquering
have
road
high
hazards,
standards.
controlling the traffic flow, and keeping the driver constantly
With the even
informed, like the engineer of
flow.
a crack railroad train, of driving conditions ahead.
But that's why we have so many car
Wherever the
fatalities in
road
this
leads,
country.
There you will find the outposts of that great army of protection, the highway
Oh,
police.
it's the prototype for
An
the
army of national
T1000.
defense,
Except I
trained
think
and
its neck's
equipped to keep
broken.
all quiet on the highway front, on the
I'm
job
on
24
the
hours a
highway
day.
to heck!
With the finest and best controlled highway traffic system in the world, it would seem almost ridiculous that highway
What is with all these
accidents would
wipes? I
happen.
haven't seen this much wiping
Well,
since the
there
last
are
time I ate
still
Taco
accidents,
Bell.
All too many of them. But they are never ridiculous. And they don't.
See
just
what happens when
happen.
you let the women drive and this shit happens!
Here. Of course, each driver blames the other. But let's reenact.
Ah,
the
do you
events
see what his
leading up to this
mustache looks
crash
like?
and
Fuck
judge
him.
for ourselves. Here he comes, traveling along a superhighway.
Yeah, Al Gore
On
invented
the
that
side
one.
of the roads, his brakes are good enough to stop within the assured clear distance ahead.
Slow down,
At least
Samson, you're going
he
too
thinks so.
fast. You're like a bat
And
out of
here's
heck.
the other car, traveling slowly toward
That's
the
because they're
intersection.
drunk.
At the intersection, the driver stops. He sees the approaching car, but then there's plenty of time.
Yeah, plenty of
What is
time to
it?
die. Oh, hell.
And there is another motoring accident added to the list of more than 1 million which
If they're
occur
not
on
dead yet,
American
I'll
streets
kill 'em when
and
I get there.
highways every year. Who is to blame? After all, it really doesn't matter.
You're all dumb anyway for
The
driving.
important point
Who
is
could
that
trust you with
tragic
horseless
accidents
carriages
need
back
never
then?
have occurred if one driver had been willing to spare just a few seconds, and if the other driver.
I mean,
had
Gary
been
Hitler
sure
over
that
here
his
doesn't
brakes
seem to
were
be
equal
kosher
his
with
speed.
anything.
Analyzing the causes of all accidents, we find that inability to stop in time is
Stop
by all
in
odds
the
the
name
outstanding
of
reason for
love.
motoring mishap. How quickly can you stop?
Oh, I can stop on a
At 20
dime.
miles per
but I'm
hour,
too broke
with
to
the
have
world's
one.
safest brakes, this car stops in 14 feet.
And nearly
Police
killed the
safety
cameraman.
Standards are more liberal, demanding that you be able to stop within 20
We won't tolerate this liberal talk in the 1930s. What's wrong with
Wait a
you?
minute. Another element enters into this problem of safe
What, the
stopping.
traffic light?
The
Yeah, it
interval
sucks.
between recognition of an emergency and the application of the
I mean,
brake.
why would you even trust those
For
things?
instance, at 20 miles per hour.
Uh-oh, look
your
out, we're
car
breaking the
will
bank on
actually
the
travel
animation here.
22 feet before you react to the need for stopping. The distance
Oh, I
covered
can't
during
stop, and I
reaction
won't
and
stop.
braking time equals
Fuck the
40 feet.
brakes.
At 40 miles per hour,
You
it
can pretty
requires
much kiss your
44
wife
feet to
goodbye 'cause
shift
she doesn't
from
know what a
accelerator
seatbelt
to
is.
brake, and 71 feet to stop, totaling 115 feet. And at 60
Wow,
miles
it's
per
like we
hour,
hired a
the
statistician to
reaction
do
time is equal
things,
to
and it's just
66
proving a
feet.
point. No one can
Braking
fucking
requires
drive.
160 feet, and the total stopping distance is 226 feet.
And your tires are all
In this
shot
era
after
of
this.
high-speed driving, only the best brakes are good enough. Yet police
Yeah, I'm gonna
tests
cite you for
reveal
having
that
a
more than
sucky
half
ass
of
car
all cars
and a bad
tested
haircut.
Are faulty in this vital safety factor. To be trustworthy, your brakes
Yeah,
must
come over
be
here so I can
perfectly
beat you
and
within an inch of your life.
permanently equalized. Without properly equalized stopping power on all four wheels,
What?
you are bound to meet trouble
What,
sooner
you giving a
or later
DUI
on
test
the
to the
open
damn
road.
cars?
For instance,
Here
Here is
he
a chap
comes,
whose
here
brakes are
comes
good
Speed
enough for
Racer,
city
he's a
driving,
demon
and
on
he
wheels.
thinks they are good enough for
Hey,
high speed.
this looks like a pretty exciting trailer
But
for the
in
new
an
Fast and
emergency,
Furious film.
When he stamps on the brakes, the car skids and
Yeah!
falls into the ditch. And it might have been worse.
Oh, come on,
Here
he'd have
we
been
are at the
fine.
Indianapolis Speedway,
Barbed wire
the
through the
roaring
neck
road
isn't
of
that
speed.
bad.
Few of you, indeed, would care to take the risks which these drivers accept as a matter of course in their record chasing.
That's because they
Indeed,
believe in
some of
Satan
the
and want to meet him
driving
soon.
habits you observe every day on the highway are too risky for these daredevils of the speedway.
They'd rather die
For
on a
example,
fast track than
The
be
common
anywhere near
practice
you
of
on the
crowding
street.
The center line on the highway would put a
Whoa.
speedway champion's hair right
Oh
up
yeah,
on
because
end.
you're hugging the center lane
You're
like it's
traveling at
got
50
fucking
miles
gold
an
in
hour.
it.
The approaching driver is traveling at the same speed. That's virtually 100 miles an hour.
Just
and
once I
within
wish they hit the
handshaking
cameraman.
distance. And how many times have you started to pass up some slower
All
car
right.
and then squeaked through by the skin of your teeth?
And your ass puckers
If that
up
car
tighter
is
than
traveling
Fort
at
Knox.
50 miles per hour, it represents the same obstacle as 10 parked cars.
You know what this is missing?
The
Some
chance
yakety
is not so
sacks.
inviting now, is it? Railroad crossing signals
Are the
installed
greatest
as
thing
a
ever
warning,
invented for the
not as a
daredevil in
challenge.
you.
Yet there is always some impatient motorist willing to gamble. If he wins,
Well, you
it
know,
means only
what's
the
life
saving
worth
of a
living
few
for
seconds.
anyway?
If he loses, well, do you think those seconds were worth the risk? Alcohol in the radiator of a motor car is a necessity, but alcohol in the operator is one of the outstanding causes of
Outstanding
accidents.
indeed.
You wouldn't ride
Hey,
with
check
an
it out. This
airplane
guy's
pilot
probably
who had
driving
taken
at a
even one
.8.
cocktail. And a drink on the road may be just as hazardous as a drink in the
Hey
air.
man, I just had
Public enemy number
15.
one always shows up in the most unexpected places.
Like the
You
library.
can look
Who would
for
expect
him to
anybody to
appear
go
on the
there?
wrong side of the road passing another car on a hill.
You know, you would
Another of
expect
his
with all of
favorite
these
haunts is
dangers,
blind
everyone
turns.
just not knowing how
As
to
usual,
drive,
he's
that
on the
nobody
wrong
would
side of the
ever
road.
get a damn license.
On
Or we had a
narrow
mortality
country
rate
lanes, he
that's
takes
through
the
the
whole
roof,
road
and
to
most
himself.
people would be dead by
What about
40.
you? Well, you can either meet him head on or take the ditch.
I'll take him
And
head
take
on
the
in the
consequences.
ditch. How about that?
And on a pleasant Sunday afternoon on any crowded highway, when you see a long line of delayed traffic,
You can always blame
can make
Grandma
up your
driving.
mind that
What
Mr.
the
J.
actual fuck?
Rhodes Hogg is holding up the procession.
Porky's at it
A nuisance
again.
Indeed, and more important, a deadly menace to general traffic.
Why?
For
He's just
anyone who
cruising,
attempts to pass
fucknut.
does so at his own risk, and the risk of all oncoming cars.
You can pass his
Ah.
ass.
At last, this traffic menace is
Oh, a
removed
pig
from the
stopping a
highway,
pig.
and
There's
let's
a
hope
thought.
They pen him up for good. Hey,
Have you seen my buddy
wait a
Daffy?
minute. Can this be the desperate public enemy of safe
Aunt
motoring?
Connie?
Not a bad-looking fellow.
What are you
fact,
telling me
if
here,
you
bud?
hadn't witnessed
You
the
like
result of
Shemp
his
Light?
driving, you'd say he'd make a pretty good neighbor. Here's something to think about. The next time you and I
Is
are
this like that
tempted
episode of
to
The
ignore
Twilight
rules of
Zone where
courteous
everyone had
driving.
masks?
As a matter of fact,
Everybody
there will be
pictured
no
here is
highway
dead.
Traffic problem. If you and I, some 30 or 40 million of us, observe the
How many
golden
of you
rule
are
the
there?
open
That's
road
craziness.
and mix some
You need to
horse
like use
sense
protection in
without
bed.
horsepower. Most car manufacturers
That's how
are
you
doing
handle
their
a rod,
part,
Earl.
giving us cars so safe and simple to operate that
Oh
they could
yeah,
make
getting
expert
ready for
drivers
Saturday
of us
night.
all. The most modern of the new cars have powerful self-equalizing
Damn,
brakes
when
that
did this
furnish
turn
the
into the
stopping
Dukes of
power to avoid
Hazzard?
accidents. Low center of gravity draws this car back to earth like a magnet.
Jeez,
even when
croat,
tilted
you
from
don't
an
have a
extreme
rod on
angle.
that side now.
Modern design gives a new degree of stability and sure.
What kind of insanity is this? Who
Who
drives like this?
New scientific weight distribution and springing.
Yeah, look at that
makes
axle
possible
bend like a
entirely new
fucking
conception
pretzel.
Of riding comfort and handling ease. Entirely free. of
Crunch,
steering
there goes
wheel
the
fight,
camera.
No matter how
About
rough
damn
the road.
time.
What's this? Catastrophe? Oh no. Merely a demonstration of strength and safety of
stupidity
new
at the
type of
wheel.
steel bodies by the men who break up automobiles to build them better. In this thrilling testing,
Thrilling?
these drivers
Jeez,
are
I'm
not
crow!
suggesting that you try to
This is more
imitate their
exciting than
performance.
Fast and
They are
Furious.
experts, strapped in their seats and experienced in this fine art of motor car mauling. And what does it prove?
That cars are
In the
sexy
event
when
of
they
an
crash.
inescapable accident, the modern car offers you the safety of a mighty armor of
Don't hit little Timmy
steel
there.
welded
Watch
with
out!
steel.
Fuck,
The
man.
ultimate
What kind of
in
safety is
protected
going on
comfort.
here?
No car, however well designed and built, is any safer than its
And
driver.
can't prevent you from wearing the
Indeed, as
dorkiest
some
looking
jokester
pants
once
out there.
remarked, the most important part of any automobile is the nut that holds the
We
steering
can't
wheel.
say
And the
that
best rule of the road
in the
is
1930s.
be
That's
prepared
just
for
lewd.
the unexpected.
Fuck you, I ain't doing that. Obey this. Oh no, my car answers to no one. Keep the film fit the show. How about that? I can't, because judging by who's on the road nowadays, it might as well be a demolition derby.